Hi, I'm back. Um, Excuse me, I should have done that before I turned the video camera on. Anyway, I am back after a long time. Well, when my last video was posted on Friday, was it? I think it was Friday. Anyway. So, what is going on in my fringe? Oh my gosh. I'm actually thinking of getting rid of this completely. I don't know. Growing it out and growing back my side fringe maybe. I don't know. I don't like this. Anyway. We better want to go back to Australia. Anyway. Oh my gosh. So I've been away. I have been very busy. I had sports day this weekend, which was 3 days of sport. We had the opening ceremony on Saturday, which lasted for 2 hours. But it was great to see my kids, and I had a great time. And I got to wear my pink tracksuit. All the teachers were wearing this pink tracksuit, like from my school. And we stood out. We looked amazing. And teachers from other schools were commenting on how great we look. And like every school has a uniform for their teachers. They all pick out something that matches. But this pink stood out. And the teachers were like so impressed that like even the males were wearing these pink tracksuits. And we looked amazing. I mean, we stood out. It was so great. I felt like part of a team, and it was fantastic. And so on Saturday, I watched the boys' baseball. They won their first game, and I was very impressed with that. But then they were up against a really competitive team, and I think they actually won last year. So they were out by first day, which is sad. But I mean, they got to play 2 games of baseball, and they were really good, and I was so proud of them. But Sunday, I went to school instead of going to the sports day because I had a lot of work to do. I had to do a whole English board. So I took the day just in the office and did stuff. So I sat around a lot and did nothing. And then yesterday, our girls' volleyball made it to the semi-finals, so I went and watched them, and it was so good. And they lost. They're up against another competitive team, and it was the semi-finals. And my school's not known for its team sports, except for ice hockey. It's like number 3 in Japan or something like that. It's amazing. But every other sport we're dodge at. So I didn't expect them to get to the finals, but they did really well. They were crying at the end, the poor darlings, but they did so good, and they fought. They didn't just give up. They just kept fighting back, and I mean, it was only like 4 or 5 point difference in each round, so they did really well. But I didn't do very well. You can't tell, I don't think. I look fine, but I've put on about 1 kilo from being sick. Last week I weighed in at 96.9. This week I'm back in the 97s. I think I weighed in at 98 this morning. So I've put on weight. It's definitely well deserved. I'm surprised I haven't put on any more weight because I have eaten an awful lot of chocolate. My mother sent me a dress. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, my mother sent me a whole heap of goodies, chocolates and sweets to give to teachers, to give to kids, just to give them a little present from Australia. But they sat here in my lounge room right beside me, and I helped myself to quite a few. And then my friend Lindsay, she went away to Sapporo and got chocolate and brought me back a chocolate. I'm talking a box of chocolates. And so I had them as well. But they're all gone. Not all of them in my stomach, believe it or not. After the first couple of chocolates, the first 2 nights I noticed myself eating 2 or more chocolates, I gathered them up and I took them to a party and said, here's a present from Australia. I gave them all away. And I gave some to my teacher, saying thanks for driving me around for the sports day. I just had to get them out of the house. I'm okay with seeing stuff in the supermarket. I don't buy it. If someone gives me something, I feel like I have to eat it or something, but the control isn't there. When it's at home with me, I don't have the control. I have the control not to buy it, but if I have it and it's sitting there, I have to eat it. It's really bad. And just having it physically there, it's in my mind constantly and I have to eat it. So with that in mind, I'm actually quite excited about going home to Australia. I was really worried about going back to Australia and being tempted with all these new different foods because my diet is so restrained here because there isn't that much for me to eat that is healthy anyway. And I can't read the labels on a lot of things, so I just don't even bother with it. So I was worried about going home to Australia and seeing all these new sort of healthy foods and going to buy them and stuff. And also with chocolates and things like that, I was just worried I was going to go out and splurge on them. But honestly, with this sort of test that I've done with myself, if I don't buy it, I'm good. I'm not tempted to go and grab it and buy it at all. I've done it here in Japan. I'm not tempted to go. I walk down the chocolate aisle and it doesn't bother me at all. I don't buy it. Oh, yawning. Yeah, I don't buy it. But once it's in my house, I have to eat it. So we just have to keep that rule when I go home to Australia not to buy anything. But anyway, I put on weight and I don't know. I probably look like it a little bit. I noticed a couple little bits and pieces here and there. This has to go. This is annoying me. Anyway, so another thing I thought about health-wise during the sports festival is how much I love team sports. Not just watching team sports, playing team sports. I played netball for, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 9 years I played netball. And for those of you who don't know what netball is, it's it's really popular in Australia. It's like basketball, but you can't dribble the ball, you can't move your feet, and it's a smaller court, and yeah, there's no net. I don't know. Anyway, it's a bit hard to explain, but I love netball, and I think when I move back to Australia this year, well, the season doesn't start, it's a winter sport, so the season doesn't start until next year. But one of my goals is to get into team sport as soon as it becomes available. Yeah, I really love being part of a team and working together and just the adrenaline of pushing myself to the limit to win the game and just the intensity and the camaraderie. I can't even speak right today. The camaraderie that comes with team sports and being part of something. I love it. I really do love it. And if there was more team sports that I was interested in, I'd probably do a lot more. But I'm just so excited to get into exercise and stuff back home because at the moment I've sort of hit a point with my exercise where I'm sort of over it. I have no motivation to do workouts at home whatsoever. I never have when I think about it. Like, my own self-drive to get out and do stuff here at home, I do it for a couple of days and I give up. So I definitely need to have those outlets where I am going to the gym or going to a class or doing a team sport or something like that to get me going. So I'm really excited to get into team sports, get into some Zumba classes, some kickboxing classes. I'm definitely getting a gym membership, even if I'm going to be poor for the rest of my life. I don't care. I need a gym membership. Excuse me. And I'm just so excited to get home to Australia. It's 5 weeks until I move home, and I've done absolutely nothing in my house. It's a complete mess. Anyway, so yeah, put on weight, feel like crap. Definitely noticed it in my stomach. I've definitely put on weight in my stomach, and that's where I show weight straight away. But everything is good, I suppose. Besides the chocolate, it's all gone now though. Back to fruit. Anyway, I'm going to go to the gym today. I don't know when, but I'm going to go to the gym. I have the day off today, which is even better. And I have the day off tomorrow as well. So I'll be heading to the gym most definitely. I'm going to go 4 times this week. So the next 4 days I'm going to be going. Saturday there is a party, I think, and I'm supposed to be going. But I don't know how I'm getting out there. Anyway, I'm going to go. Told you enough about my life as it is. I hope you're all doing really well. As always. Yeah, that's it. Love you heaps. I'm getting really good at these hearts, have you noticed? They look perfect. Bye guys, have a good night.